My name is Kristin Winger, and I'm a speech pathologist here at the Speech and Language Center. We're going to be seeing some clips of Brock. Brock is a child with apraxia of speech. I've been working with him for about 7 years now, so we've had plenty of time to build a relationship. Brock's speech is characterized by vowel distortions, difficulty with blending consonants together, and you might notice him drop lots of sounds, particularly when he's using phrases. First, we're going to be watching a clip of Brock saying the word spot, and you'll notice I give him lots of different types of cues. All right, put him back in his spot. Let's say spot.
Spot.
Hold on, I gotta hear your S and your P. You want me to write it? S-P-O-T. So we got two sounds there right together. Spot. Spot.
Spot.
All right, let's do it together. Spot.
Spot.
Good. Through.
Spot.
Good. Again.
Spot.
3 more.
Spot.
Good. Keep going.
Spot. Spot.
Perfect. Good work. In that clip, you could tell I was giving lots of varied types of cueing. One example was when I wrote the word spot on the table to give him a visual cue. I was also miming with my mouth the way that my mouth was moving to blend the sounds together, and so that is really helpful for Brock. Another cue I was giving was actually just to tell him how many times he had to say the word. It's so important to include a variety of prompting based on what that particular child needs, and to make your support for that child specific. And you can see that he's very proud at the end. He gives a big old smile when he's done because he did it exactly the way that he intended to. Lane.
Brain.
One more.
Brain.
All right, hold on, let's get that tongue coming out for your L. Ready? Lane. That was beautiful. 4 more.
Brain.
Good. 3 more.
Brain. Brain.
Good. 1 more.
Brain.
Oh, those last ones were awesome. So now what you just saw was a specific type of cueing that I often use with children with apraxia of speech. It is from the work of Dr. Edie Strand, and it's called dynamic, temporal, and tactile cueing. And that often involves varying levels of support. You fade those types of supports as soon as you can to help the child be more independent. So in this clip, I was miming the same word that Brock was saying, and I was fading my voice so that he was watching my mouth, and that was helping him to produce the word in the same way. So when Brock starts out with a new word, he might need lots of support. He might have to say it at the same time as me. He might have me giving him lots of visuals, and as time progresses, I'm able to fade off some of those, and so that helps him to say that phrase by himself next time because he's trained those neural pathways. Next up, we're going to see how to incorporate something really functional and relevant for Brock.
Put it in.
Perfect. Keep going.
Put it in. Put it in.
Nice work.
Put it in.
All right. We just saw Brock practicing the phrase put it in, and this is really important because this is a phrase that would potentially happen every day for Brock that he would need to communicate, and making sure that he's able to quickly access that phrase and that others can understand him. As you can see, he's pretty independent with that one. He was able to do it on his own and didn't really need to look at me for prompting. Here we're going to see Brock work through some frustration when he's having trouble getting the word out that he wants to produce. All right, can you tell your eyes to look at my mouth?
Scoop.
Scoop. Is it frustrating? Yeah. Do you want to take a break? All right, let's take a couple seconds to take a deep breath if you need.
Bubble wrap.
You can tell Brock becomes a little frustrated here because he knows exactly what he wants to say, but he's having trouble blending those sounds together. And so I've always worked with Brock on making sure that he can express his frustration. I can imagine it's very hard to know exactly what you want to say and not be able to do that effectively. So I've always taught Brock to say, "This is hard, I don't like it." I think those are really important for his autonomy and for making sure that his voice is heard. Now we're gonna see Brock make a selection about what he wants to play with in therapy.
What is that?
It's the sand is in the other place. Let's pick two. It's in a different place. Can you pick 2 cars and I'll get the sand and we'll work on.
One all.
You could do this one too, and then you could dig. You want to take the truck too? All right. One more. I love giving choices in therapy. I think kids are so much more motivated when they come in and are able to make a decision or pick out a toy or have a favorite game. You get so much more buy-in from them and they're just excited to participate. With Brock having been attending therapy for many years, his progress has been pretty astounding. Brock is just one example of a child who is extremely frustrated when others don't understand. So every session that we have, if I'm able to help him get his speech a little bit more clear, I feel like we're one step closer to him being more independent and reducing that level of frustration. I love being a part of Brock's journey because I know that he's going to go on to do really great things. And I'm just really proud of all the hard work that he's put in. He's getting closer every day. Every speech session he comes in and he works so hard. And so I just can't wait to see the things that he does next.